Yo, what is going on? Hello, everybody. It is so good to see you all on this fine Tuesday. We got a maintenance happening this morning, and I have not done my 5 biggest takeaways from yesterday's town hall, so I apologize. It's been a bit of a busy week, and you know what? It's only gonna get busier, but I will do my best to stay on top of content. And then, as you know, I'll be traveling next week, so who knows how it's going to be. I get to skip out on boring May until we get to more exciting stuff in June, hopefully. But no, I'm not going to leave you guys all high and dry. I wanted to have fun on today's stream, and we do have a limited time, both from my time, but also because maintenance is coming, and I have a stupid idea, just a very, very stupid idea that makes me so excited that I want to share with you, and hopefully we can implement it today. So let's see who is here. We're going to give it a couple minutes, and then we'll jump into all the stupid ideas. Supreme Victory Network, good to see you. I'm glad this is your type of stream. Good morning, Andrew Johnston, Lackey Lukey, hello. Tales from the Cryptmancer, let's go, man. I'm here with plenty of ammo for today's topic. Amazing. Dude, you're killing it. I love the deep dives you've been doing into, well, the one you did with Investigator a while back, and then the other recent video too that I commented on. So appreciate you keeping the gas on, making people realize what's really going on in Splinterlands. What did you guys think of yesterday's town hall, though? I have my notes here. I have not organized them, and I was actually this morning while I was at the gym going through a second listen through of the town hall. Let's see. I don't even know what my 5 are, because I literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 topics that I'm going to need to chisel down into something that is manageable for myself and hopefully entertaining for people that like those videos. The main thing was Chibi Dinos, right? Well, the main thing was really marketing. Chatter was on for the first time in like a month, apparently. And so they were talking a big game with all the marketing stuff that they're doing, both with Chibi Dinos and with Splinterlands itself. And then they mentioned the arcade colony thing. So that's all pretty cool. But yeah, it seems like June's going to be this massive thing, and then it's just going to get quiet again. So now that I know, I'll share my secret with you guys. Now that I know what their game plan is, if we hit some kind of like, FOMO, euphoria, whatever, I'm probably going to take some off the table in June, right? Because look at between Land Phase 1 and Land Phase 1.5, right? It's not like anything changed. It's just things got boring. Bitcoin decided to go from, 31 down to 27, 28. And so, yeah, I mean, SPS is hitting new all-time lows. Actually, I don't think we quite hit the new all-time low, but we're pretty freaking close, which is so disappointing considering that Bitcoin is not anywhere near its cycle low. But ultimately, yeah, I mean, if we get a nice little pump, I'll be happy taking some off the table and watching the salt just get dumped back in July, August, and then hopefully by September, end of Q3, we're going to hopefully get maybe battle pass, maybe new game modes, all that stuff. Should be fun. Garut, what's going on? Wibble wee. Alex is here. After sound, gonna try to make money. Dude, I make money every single day, bro. I make money every single day. I just wanna try trading the market this time. With a larger bag. So we'll see how it goes. But it's interesting because now, Alex, you actually had a great comment on one of the videos. It's just like, now everybody's salty. This is when you should be buying in, right? Not financial advice, but like, be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful. So this seems like a very fearful time when we know there's actually cool stuff coming up for Splinterlands. So it's like, do I think we're going to hit here? Let's actually measure this out, right? Do I think SPS is going to go to the moon? No, not right now. It's so just down, right? But can we hit 3 cents again? I believe so. I mean, 3 cents doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility. And guess what? 3 cents is like, what is this? 22.5 or 2.25. Yeah, I mean, that's like a 33% gain. So here's the thing. I mean, that's a 33% gain if you're playing with big money. And SPS, unlike GLX and a lot of the smaller tokens out there, there's not enough liquidity, but there is enough liquidity for something like SPS. If it jumps from here, you can make a couple $100, a couple $1,000, tens of $1,000, depending on how much you have. I always have great comments, bro. I'm that guy. No, just only the second half of that sentence is true. You're that guy, but you don't always have the best comments. Now you're getting back to Aftersound I used to come for. What was the Aftersound you used to come for? What are you talking about? The guy who just makes a ton of money? I don't like trading. Trading is like fun, but it's like I don't like it. I'm more of a buy, hold, invest. So LPs are my position, and I've already stated which my favorite LPs are, which are the stablecoin ones. So I'm very happy with those because the volatility isn't as high, and even though the returns go down because SPS is down, it is what it is. Okay, so we got some folks here. I want to share with you guys my very stupid idea. I literally called Darkest Night a couple days ago laughing about this because I'm just like, it's so stupid that I want to try it. And it came from this right here, going to the market and seeing all of these reward common cards back down to a penny. And I'm just like, dude, this is so pathetic. We have millions of these cards and we only have thousands of players. So I thought, and I would love to get your opinion on this. I thought we as a community, and I know this is going to age so poorly, but it'll be fun to go back and look at the videos for this. I thought that I thought that it'd be fun to start burning these cards for our entertainment. So hear me out. Okay, because there's a twofold thing here. What I want to do, and I'm open to suggestions, right? It's stupid ideas only. So it's just like every stream we come on, we pick one. And I'm not trying to front run the market. You can go check my transactions. It's not like I went out and bought a bunch of cards. And actually, I want to keep it random so nobody thinks that I'm trying to manipulate the markets. But I do want to focus on the reward cards, specifically the common reward cards, and just be like, all right, every stream we'll do some kind of giveaway. And your entry ticket into the giveaway is going to be sending me one of these common cards, which we will burn and then include and then give away the DEC for, right? So I don't know how many people we can get, and we'll have to figure out some prizes and stuff. But I want to make it massive so that if we can get to a point where we're burning hundreds of these common reward cards every stream, and then some person is going away with the DEC to buy whatever they need. Again, it'll just be Death Wheel. It'll be for our entertainment. It'll be fun, and in a way, it'll help not really the game economy, but hopefully, some of these cards that actually do have value in the long run. If we just start burning a ton of them for our own entertainment. So, this is not meant to be like a market manipulation. I'm not trying to do anything. I just want to reduce the circulation, and I want to do it in a way where we can stupidly entertain ourselves. So, I'm open to feedback. I'm open to whatever other ideas you guys have. Again, this is a stupid ideas only stream. So any ways in which we can reduce the assets in this ecosystem in a way that brings us entertainment, aka burning and giveaways and stuff like that, that's what I want to try to do. Okay, because we have a long time between now and whenever in June they're going to release all this stuff. And I just think it'd be funny if we just start burning a shit ton of stuff just for the hell of it, just because it makes us laugh here on stream. So that is my pitch. And I'm curious to see how people feel about that. Or if you want to bring your own stupid idea to the stream, please feel free to. Okay, Alex, yeah, but this is different. You are so involved in the game. It would appear super easy to trade for you. I do it off what I hear from you, so not doing it is crazy, in my opinion. Yeah, well, so Alex, the thing is, I try to be careful about making sure that I'm not giving anything that could be considered financial advice, right? Like I personally just don't like to trade. I mean, if I trade, it'll be like smaller things here and there. So like recent things that I traded was probably, well, this year I traded the reward cards before they went out of print, right? So in January, like the first town hall, Matt was just like, I think we're going to get away from it. So I was like, all right, let me max out mine. And then if I have any extra capital, I'll buy some, right? And so I bought whatever I had with extra capital, and then they popped because they made the announcement. And I was like, okay, well, here we go. And what, it was like a couple $100. It wasn't much, but I feel like I don't want to be just, I love to talk about the tokenomic stuff, but trading is just not, I don't like timing the market. For me, it's more about just something passive, if that makes sense. But I agree with you. And actually, that's kind of why I talk about all this stuff all the time. It's because there's so many opportunities. The Splinterlands community is very, very reactive rather than proactive. So it's like you just need to be in like the I don't even know what percentile it is of people that are willing to take something. But you've also seen people get screwed, right? Remember the whole summoner thing that happened with land, and then everybody was salty about that. So those are people that were trying to speculate, but that's like a little too far for me. Even now, I'll tell you this, right? Like I just talked about SPS dropping to 2.2 cents. Can we get back to 3 cents? Yeah, probably. But that doesn't mean that we can't drop further to, potentially under 2 cents, potentially under VC prices at 1.8. But that all depends on where the market goes from here. What is going on, JB? Good to see you. Speaking of which, let's get a little reset because I don't even know where things are at. So let's refresh because it's definitely not 2.3. It is 2.2. Voucher is holding 10 cents. That's interesting. And then DEC is quite low. I put out that video about land, estimating DEC on land, and it seemed like everybody was way more conservative than I was. But damn, look at the pack prices, man. $1.60. A lot of people selling out. But what's interesting is these folks who are selling at $1.60 may actually still be in the profit, because it could be folks that bought with the Archimedes the Bear promo, right? Where it was like almost like buy one, get one free essentially. So I think people's cost basis was like way, way down during that time. All right, let's see. Inumar is saying here, organize a highest bid giveaway. Everyone sends cards up to how many they want. The one with the highest burn value sent to you gets all the DEC. Interesting. Okay. That's another way we could do it. I mean, oh man. But see, I don't want to burn, like, I really just want to focus on the reward cards. Like I just want to be burning like a ton of these common reward cards. I mean, we could go all the way up to like the legendary reward cards, because I still think that there's a lot of those in circulation. In fact, let's check it out. But that's quite a high ticket price, right, to enter a raffle. I think if every stream I was to do one of these raffles, and it's just be like, hey, if you want to enter the raffle, you get in. Your ticket price is a common reward card. That's like a penny for people. Most people, I think, would pay that, knowing that if they have more copies, than us burning them is just going to help overall. So let's see. Whoops. I want to do rewards, and let's look at common. Oh no, let's look at legendary. It's crazy, man. Look at this. Like there's 138,000 BCX printed. There's currently like 70 to 80,000. What? Man, everybody's holding onto their O'Shaughnessy's. Look at this. People don't want to combine O'Shaughnessy because they think he can go back to like $80 or $50, whatever it was. That's not going to happen. So yeah, I mean, I don't even know what the prices. Oh, whoops. I don't know what the prices of those are. We could do rares too. Rares could be interesting. I want to see if it's the same thing with Venari Wavesmith. Oh, wow, it is. Dude, check this out. People are holding on to single BCX Venari Crystal Smiths and Wavesmiths. But it's not like I don't blame them, because those actually have significant utility at the low levels, right? You get a tank healer for life, and you get protect for water. Everybody else though gets way better higher up. This is such an interesting thing here. Very, very interesting. Okay. Venston saying DEC is still expensive with Hive as the currency though. What do you mean? DEC is like 18% below peg, right? Yeah. I mean, you could. The thing is, again, right? Like, is this the right trade to do? Is this am I telling you to trade? No, it's not financial advice. But if we get close to peg again, we don't even need to go all the way up to peg, but we got to like 0.95, 0.96, right? So let's just say 0.95, or let's just say 95 over 82, right? That's a 15 to 16% gain on. That's a 15 to 16% gain on an asset that has very little volatility that you can earn with by putting into the DEC LPs, right? Although if you do that and it starts to go up, you only get half the trade, right? So here's, again, I just want to be very careful. This is not financial advice. I'm just trying to share with you the numbers, right? If you wanted to do this. And I think this is what Alex likes, apparently. So it's like, okay, if let's say you buy a ton of DEC at 82, right? And you plan on selling it at 95. What you could do is just hold on to the DEC, and then once we hit 95, sell it off, and you make a 15, we'll just call it 16% gain, right? So again, if you're doing small numbers, 16% gain is okay, but the liquidity, the higher you go, and there's enough liquidity for it, like we start talking about $10,000 worth of DEC. If you want to buy that, I mean, you can make $1,600 between now and whenever DEC goes back up. And if you think that DEC could go back up during the next land rush when 1.5 comes out, well, then you kind of have a time frame. Even if they don't hit it in June, maybe it gets delayed to July, even August, right? That's like a 3-month time frame that you could make 16% gain. Most markets struggle to make 16% in a year, right? For just like safe investments. Now, is there volatility? Is there, time risk? Absolutely. DEC could plunge further down. But ultimately, I think what I like about DEC is the fact that you are, there's not much more being printed. Now, the other part that I really like about this too is, what's that called? Let's say you want to play with the LPs, for example, right? So you go into the LPs, and I'll show you here that now you switch. Now you have to sell your DEC, right? Not sell it, but you only get half the amount of DEC. The other half is sitting in a stable coin. And in my opinion, BUSD, USDC, they're relatively, or not USDC, but DAI. Again, it's crypto, so nothing is like fully safe. But these are some of the top stable coins out there, right? Outside of USDC, USDT. So if you're willing to hold in half DEC, half BUSD, well, then what happens is you start to earn a 13% yield, 14% yield on it. And if you wait for that trade, right? If you wait for it to go from 82 to 95, because you're only holding half in DEC, now your 16% return gets cut in half, and you get only an 8% return. But you get only an 8% return, but in the meantime, you're earning 13, 14% on the yield. So you kind of like offset that a little bit because now you're not worried. You don't have as much of a time preference when DEC is going to go back up there because you're earning something in the meantime, right? So that's why these are some of my favorite LPs. But yes. DC looks expensive too. All right, the current highest bid is to be kept confidential during the run, only announced at the end. All right, that could be fun. Time to buy some more CL packs, it seems. Indeed. Makes you wonder, even if Rookwatcher sells for DEC, if people would pay $5. Why are we trying to dox Tails? I don't even know if that's true. Rares are for land staking. No one is going to sue you for giving financial advice. There's like 10 people in here. Well, I'm not worried about being sued. I just people tend to not take responsibility for their own actions, as you can see from a lot of the salt that so many of those influencers, crypto influencers from 2021. It's like, I don't know. I mean, they were, in my opinion, a lot of them were irresponsibly hyping coins, being like, we're gonna get face melting gains and blah blah. And I'm just like, okay, God, this is this is awful. So I feel like they brought it upon themselves, but I never want to be in a position where somebody makes a move. Vince saying, is there a DEC USDT trade pair though? If not, the USDT Hive pair is a more want to make fiat back. I mean, there might. I don't think there's a DEC. I don't even have Tribal Decks open. Let's see what we got here. I mean, the thing is, you're not going to earn any bonus. DEC, nope. There's no, DEC swap.hive is the closest that you have. So you'd have to go to a different chain, right? DAI for Ethereum, BUSD for Binance. So you wouldn't necessarily be able to do this in game. Also, I would say that there's not as much liquidity, it seems, on Hive. I mean, maybe, hold on, I could be wrong about that. So like, there's $400,000 in liquidity here at DEC BUSD. There's almost 400,000 there. Now, again, DEC swap.hive. Dude, this is crazy. What the hell? DEC swap.hive, it literally says here the total liquidity is 900,000. I mean, it says almost 1 million, and then you go here and DEC swap.hive, it says liquidity is only 250,000. What the frick is going on, man? I'll be honest with you guys. Oh, damn. Did you guys hear that? I felt that. That was pretty big. Like, shook my windows. All right, well, if my power goes out, you know why. We're getting crazy thunderstorms here in Texas. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This makes me really nervous. I mean, okay, so what are the possible explanations here, right? Why would total liquidity be at 974,000 or almost 1 million, but over here it's 250,000? I'm assuming that, and this is the best case scenario, that 3/4 of the liquidity in there is owned by the team, and therefore they are not rewarding themselves for providing liquidity. That has to be true. That has to be true, because I'll tell you what, if it's not true, I don't, I'm just gonna say it. I really don't like Hive as a chain. I mean, I think it's cool, but there's just no, there's not enough transparency here. There's not like the data integrity of Hive is just atrocious in my opinion, and we see it with all of the things in there. So I'm gonna assume that's true. Alex is saying the team stake won't get rewards, so we're gonna assume that's true. And it would make sense for the team to want deeper liquidity pools, right? So for them, but part of me is like, why wouldn't they get rewards then? I mean, that would actually be income to the company. The company would be getting more. And if we want to live in a decentralized space, then it should be fine for the company to earn that. Although then less people like you and I would throw capital in, because all of a sudden our return would plunge from 21% to like 6 or 7% or 6%, 5%, sorry. All right, when Lambo, 2025 would be my earliest guess. Maybe late 2024. Yeah, 2025. I think it's gonna be a long slog of 2 years, and I think the team's gonna do hopefully a great job of like expanding the ecosystem. But I've lost a lot of like enthusiasm for thinking that we can get SPS to the moon this summer. I'm not saying that we can't, but I just don't see the rest of the market playing ball, and I don't see anything that the team has done that can like buck the trend. And it's not just Splinterlands, right? So before you think that I'm like throwing shade on Splinterlands, like no coin or token, no project that's like top tier is doing anything that's like bucking the trend. So I think it's actually kind of foolish to think that Splinterlands is somehow special, right? So I love what they're doing. Obviously, I'm here. I'm making content. I'm doing all the stuff. Like, I think it's great. I want to be in it for the long haul, but I've reduced my expectations. I've actually removed my expectations for any kind of, summer moon or whatever you want to call it. I would love to be proven wrong. Don't get me wrong. I would love to be proven wrong. But unless there is like a larger narrative, whether that is the banking crisis that leads people to get into crypto, whether we get an AI push, whether we get a gaming push again, right? I don't see Splinterlands or any gaming project really bucking the trend. So I think it's going to be great. We're going to get a lot of fun stuff to play with, and hopefully we'll expand the player base slightly here and there with Tower Defense and GLG and Chibi Dinos and whatever the case is. But ultimately, until and unless there's a macro bull, which I don't think is happening this summer, I feel as though 2025. DJ, what's up, DJ? When face melting? What's up, Luke? Just got back after our project management test for my computing course. Nice. I hope the test went well. When this is very specific. Did you pass? I don't know if I know the month did you. I had a BMW. I loved it. Was time to go to the mechanic. Oh, until it was time to go to the mechanic. So DJ is asking, what is your take on a lot of big accounts selling and leaving the game? What's the catalyst for this? I don't know. I mean, I don't have any inside information. You're seeing the team kind of respond to it publicly with Aggie being like, Salt Lords this and Salt Lords that, and I don't know if they have any inside information either. It's just I think people's expectations were just too high, and looking at it now, the slow realization, right? Because I'm in the same position, right? It's the slow realization that as much awesome stuff as they're doing in the game, and development and bringing on new things, I just don't think, or I just feel like that the time preferences are going to take a lot longer. And for other people, there might be better opportunities out there, right? Invest in yourself, invest in your own business, invest in whatever. And keep in mind, there's probably a lot of people that already made a good amount of money, right? Especially if you bought in at the at the lows of the cycle potentially. Well, I shouldn't say cycle lows, but Bitcoin cycle lows. If you were buying in November and December, and then you sold off most of your assets and you're in the positive, I mean, you're looking at this and like here, for example, right? Oh, we're almost at maintenance, so we may not be able to implement my stupid idea today. Oh, the rain's coming down hard. I can hear it. So this is why the reward cards are, frustrating for me in a certain sense, because it's like, well, let's look at legendaries. So when I was flipping cards, and I still have a bunch of cards, right? So I bought each of these legendaries, Kinjo, Countess Sinesh, whatever, just the new ones, under $1, right? Anywhere from like 60 to 90 cents, or actually 60 cents to $1. So I could sell and I'd still be, up 2 to 3x. I sold a bunch already to make my capital back. And then I figured, you know what, let me just hang on to the others in case they go higher, or I'm just renting them out, right? For passive income, because I already made back whatever I put into it. But the point is, if I look at this and say, well, I want to redeploy capital or reallocate, whether that's within Splinterlands or somewhere else, I could sell right now and still be in the positive. Right? And so this is just a small example of the things that people did back in November. So, we were talking about chaos packs, for example. If you had been buying chaos packs and you loaded up on them during the Archimus the Bear promo, I mean, I think you were getting packs under $1.60. So here you are, where it's just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm still up a couple percentage points or whatever the case is. Or I already made back my money because I sold a bunch of packs, right? When they were, $250 or whatever the high that they got to over the last 4 months. I sold a bunch then. So I already made my profit. I don't need any more packs right now. Seems like there's no new players coming in. Seems like there's not much going on. Let me sell the packs and go buy something else, right? Maybe that's something within Splinterlands. Maybe that's something outside of Splinterlands. Now, if you're talking about whales just leaving the game, I don't know, because I haven't been paying as much attention to other parts of the P2E gaming system. I want to, though. Actually, one of my things that I think I'm going to try to go down the rabbit hole while I'm traveling is just to try to consume a little bit more content about. Actually, I'm open to suggestions for this if you guys want me to look into other games. So I want to look more into Gala. I want to look more into Illuvium. I know I keep saying that I wanted to do that, but it's just I'm not putting the time in. But since I'll be traveling, I was just like, I'll have a ton of time on the plane. I'll have a ton of time in airports. So if there's stuff you want me to take a look at and potentially start doing content on, I'd like to expand my knowledge, just because I want to know what else is going on there. I think Splinterlands is doing awesome in terms of like expanding their ecosystem, but ultimately we should be aware of what's happening with other games and competitors. Yes, that was thunder. The storm is upon us. Is lightning here? Oh, it's lightning here in the UK. Same weather vibe. It's like raining the whole week here, which sucks. I got family coming to visit me for a couple days, and then we're traveling overseas. So I guess it'll just be raining the whole time while they're here. It looks like you're at the DEC Swap.Hive versus Swap.Hive DEC. They're different LPs. I'm like 90% sure it's the same thing. Ventston. Team Sick won't get it. What's up, Gregory Levenfield? You've been learning Unity inside. Unity's great, man. They have a junior programmer course. That's super easy. This is a skill set that you will be happy that you went into. Vilson, what's going on, man? Yes, let's go ahead and shill this thing. So I don't know if Chuny's here, but there is a tournament happening with Chuny and Vilson coming up. When is it? Where is it? Is this the one on 5/12? So guys, come through. It is a 50, only 50 people that can play. Let me jump in. So this is Vilson Talks sponsoring this one. It's a feline frenzy, and the cats are going. Is that the full name? Going crazy, or just going? Going crazy. All right, I don't know why I cut off the name there. So make sure you jump in. I don't know what you win at the top. So places that win an NFT. Oh, 1, 3, 7. Are these prime numbers only? Oh, scattered throughout the 50 places. Okay, no, they're not prime numbers. NFTs earn you an invitation to small private Discord server. Yeah, guys, hop in. It's only 4 SPS. Come on. And SPS is like 2 cents. That cat looks epic. Yeah, we need to get this character into the game. All right, yes, thank you for the reminder, Wilson. Let's get people in. Do it. The idea of removing bots is causing the crash in part. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe some bots are leaving. Again, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing for the ecosystem. Let them sell off. I think we'll be fine. You know, I don't know if I want to get into this now. I'm really excited about what the team is doing, but so much of it feels very disconnected from Splinterlands, the game. Like, it's like I want to buy stock in Splinterlands, the company, because I think what they're building is really cool. And the problem is the closest proxy that we have is SPS, and it is not a very good proxy. In the end, right? Like, I do think the team is going to do whatever they can to try to provide as much value to SPS owners as possible, SPS stakeholders. But with each project that they bring in, that might be like a case-by-case basis, right? So here we go with tower defense that had zero added utility necessarily for SPS stakeholders, right? Direct utility. Hopefully it'll be something good for the ecosystem. GLS was a positive thing for SPS stakeholders. We got some of that token for free. Chibi Dino sounds like something that will not have any impact for SPS, right? It's going to have a good impact for the team, and that's why I'm saying we're starting to differentiate now Splinterlands the company from Splinterlands the game way more. So I don't know what these future partnerships are, especially because I do think that ultimately GLS is going to have way more opportunities to partner, right? And this arcade colony thing that they're planning, way more opportunities to partner with other games. And I don't think that necessarily comes back to Splinterlands asset holders. I know this is going to sound like FUD, but it's not, right? It's not. I'm just trying to be real with you guys. I'm very bullish on Splinterlands, and I'm very bullish on the SPS token, right? But part of me looks at this and says, well, maybe I should stop selling my GLX tokens. I mean, I haven't been selling it for a while, but it's like GLX might be its own platform, and everything that gets built out there is going to go back to GLX holders, for example, right? And then they already said Arcade Colony is going to be something where we'll probably get something from it initially, right? As SPS holders when they launch their own token. Yes, I know, another token. Awesome. So they're going to launch Arcade Colony and have that be its own token. And it sounds like Aggie hinted at SPS holders getting something for that, which is awesome. You get that. But then anything incrementally built upon the platform, whether it's GLS or whether it's SPS or a GLS or Arcade Colony, I don't know that necessarily filters back to SPS, right? So part of it's like, okay, well, it's cool to get the free airdrops, and then you already have stake in that, and then hopefully that stake continues to build. Ultimately, it's still good to hold SPS. I'm not telling people to sell their SPS. I think just the idea that every little thing that made it into the Splinterlands, the company ecosystem, was going to benefit SPS directly will not. It'll benefit SPS holders in the sense that if the team continues to earn revenue, that's awesome, right? Because then we don't have to worry about them needing to sell promo cards or sell packs, right? We get the team to be able to focus on the game, so we get indirect benefits from it. So therefore, like I said, I'm not. This is not FUD. It's just the realization that I think we're going to get a lot of indirect and actually difficult to quantify benefits from a lot of these partnerships, rather than direct and easily quantifiable partnerships. So let me know if you agree or disagree. Now done. Okay, what's going on? Yeah, I got a bunch of cheap CL packs and sold around $2.30 to pay for another node. There you go. See, 'twas a good choice. Is our weather mirrored or something? This is mad. I have lightning, thunder, heavy rain. I don't know, man. I guess so. Are you sure you don't live in Texas? Maybe. Hive is a cozy nested place. Okay, so I know I said something against Hive earlier. I do like Hive as a chain. I think we're in a position now where there's just not enough attention on it, that we get a lot of these tools built out, right? Things like Etherscan and BSC scan, and it just feels like so much gets lost in the mix. I'm avoiding Illuvium because ETH based. ETH is interesting though. I haven't been following it as much, but I know Arbitrum and Optimism might change the game entirely for ETH on these layer 2s. But who's following the Bitcoin drama lately? We're getting BRC20 tokens. We got NFTs earlier this year on Bitcoin, and now we're getting BRC20 tokens. So this is why I always chuckle and talk about being a Bitcoin maxi, because eventually it's just going to take time, but eventually everything's going to go back on, and Bitcoin is going to be the base layer of the world. Just not in the time frame people are hoping for. Alex, I think they will honor SPS as a main kind of like stock for SPL. I think that too. I mean, again, I'm not selling my SPS. I'm stacking my SPS. So, and I want more. And I'll continue playing the game, and I'll continue farming LPs and node licenses and all that stuff, and just continue. So I think there will still be a lot of benefits. It's just every little thing will not have a quantifiable benefit. Like, I love the Chibi Dinos partnership, even though we're not going to see anything from it as SPS stakeholders. GLX is a full year of airdrops, right? Correct. Wow. It's really brutal out there, guys. I'm glad I'm not outside anymore. But I do need to go for a run later today, so hopefully it clears up. Let's see, what's the weather looking like? Oh my God, 100% rain every hour until 3 p.m. Then it drops to 60%. And then at 6 p.m. it goes back up to 80%. Okay, so I will just have to go. I hate running on the treadmill, so I guess I'll have to go to the gym. Do you know anything about PraiseBots? In their site, they say that's an Invenium project and looks like a Splonos clone. What? Is it a joke? Wait, no, I don't. Wait, where did you find this? Can you? Well, you can't send me a link, but where should I look? Is this on Hive? I degened into a token yesterday. Which one? Not BTC, the base layer. All right, so what's going to be the base layer? You think we're going back to gold, Alex? Want SPS? Wasn't SPS supposed to replace collection power by now? I think that's coming. Should be coming soon. Because they got SPS delegation out of the way. Speaking of run, how's Steppen going? Did you wind up trying Genopets? I did. So I'm still playing both Steppen and Genopets. Steppen is annoying in the sense that, like, I don't know how to use the marketplace. You can't use the marketplace on the app because, you know, they struggle with the same thing that Splinterlands does, right? You can't use the marketplace on the app because then Apple's going to take their fees. So I just do Steppen now. My sneaker HP is like all the way down in the dumps. So I only get half the energy, but it's like, I'd rather continue earning something. I only have 3 sneakers and I earn about 10 GST per day, which is like nothing, right? So I'm just continuing to stack the GST, and we'll see if I do anything with it in the future. It's like, if it pumps, that'd be awesome, right? But what's cool right now is if I want it, I don't know, what's GST at? I think it was like around 2 cents. So, 1 point. Okay, yeah, so 1.5 cents. So, like, what? I'm earning. I'm barely earning anything. It's right. It's like 10 cents a day. So part of it's just like, okay, well, let me just continue stacking this, and we'll see what happens. If at any point they can get, you know, themselves together and figure stuff out and make something better for the ecosystem, and GST rises in value, then it's great. Otherwise, whatever. Like, I'm just gonna keep accumulating 10 cents a day or whatever it is, you know, 10, 15 cents a day. And then that'll be it. What I should be doing actually is buying Bitcoin immediately with it. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just do that on like a weekly or monthly basis with whatever I have, because they have like stupid fees for whenever you pull stuff out. Running in the rain is fun. Yeah, I don't know if I'll go with fun. It's not terrible, but I just don't feel like running in the rain. Google it. Okay, what am I Googling? Praise bots. Sorry, I'm going to do it on this computer. Oh, damn. You know what? I just realized I'm not hardwired in. So it seems like so far the Wi-Fi has been good. I forgot to hardwire my streaming computer. But if there's any issues, let me know. From the creators of Praiseland Metaverse, the PraiseBots League was originally formed to accelerate innovation at BattleTech and train bot operators. This looks interesting. But yeah, dude, on the main page. Oh, you know what? I don't know why I'm looking at this over here. Let's Google it. It's a DALL-E experiment, but right here, powered by DALL-E and Invenium. PraiseBots are intentionally designed to protect Praiseland from its biggest threat, the dark monsters from beyond the Outer Rim. So the artwork for PraiseBots is drawn exclusively by DALL-E, an experimental AI bot. That's actually pretty cool. Does anybody want to develop a game with me? I just feel like it'd be a lot of fun. But I have no dev experience. Skilled operators can harness their innate power. But you know what's cool is the fact that like you can do so much artwork now with DALL-E. So you can DALL-E, or what's the other one? Midjourney. It's like stuff like this that I feel like is really cool. Kind of reduce the amount of overhead. Most PBL pots are engineered by BattleTech, the same company that creates bots for expeditions. Okay, so this is interesting. How did you find this? Were you just Googling Invenium? Dude, this looks like a clone of Splinterlands. Check this out. Affliction, Amplify, Backfire, Blast, Blind, Bloodlust, Cloak. This is the only thing they changed. Instead of camouflage, it's called Cloak. This is fascinating. Okay. So this is really interesting, right? Because what takes the longest for Splinterlands to do? It's usually the creative work, right? There's a lot of like fantastic, talented artists, and now you have someone that's going to come in and create a bunch of assets like that, right? And then they can just essentially copy a lot of the rules of the game and create something. Oh, here you go. Bot attributes. Dude, check this out. This is so simple. You know, it'd be hilarious if somebody built like a clone of Splinterlands on Invenium, and then that thing went on to like have way faster development just because it's smaller, nimble, and does all the things that people have been asking Splinterlands to do. There are two roles in the league, operators and bots. While operators manage the battle like a coach, bots do the actual fighting. Bots often mimic humanoid or animalistic forms. The fleet can be... Okay. Operators control bots during battle, acting as a hive mind for the entire fleet. Although Coliseum is always filled, operators usually direct their fleets from a remote location. All right, so there's a whole different lore here. Now, I'm just curious, is this going to be an auto battler as well? This is so interesting. Okay, sorry. Where am I on the comments? All right, Wilson saying some random one that was minting. Oh, Osby, gotcha. What were we talking about? Oh, you degenerated into a token. Gotcha. Okay. My typing is awful. It's all good. We understand what you're saying. It's going to be the dollar, and whoever tries to change it is going to have a sudden need for freedom. Nah, dude, everybody's changing away from the dollar now. Do you see that freedom spreading around? Check out all the BRICS. Dude, there's European companies that are no longer trading oil in dollars. Is it worth to repair sneakers? I'm around 65%. So I repair my sneakers, but I don't repair the HP. So that's down like under 20% now. But that requires me to go buy a, what is that called? It requires me to go buy one of those like comfort gems. And again, like, I guess I have to figure it out on browser because in the app I can't do it and I'm just too lazy. I probably could, but then it's just going to keep going down. So I'm like, at this point, sure, I only have half the energy, but if I never have to worry about HP again, that'd be great. Look at the card and the abilities, put it on screen. Okay, we did that. Virus is in the house. What's going on? For designing a game, ask Luke. There's a lot of cool folks here trying to work on games. So I don't think Midjourney can do 3D models. Amplify is copy paste. That's what I was low-key thinking about doing. You should do it, Alex. Praise bots. The name looks like a joke. Yeah, Splinterland sounds way better. I think you're biased. But it's okay. Repair sneakers. What you need a cobbler. Is this 1800s again? Oh, no, Alex Bernard just doesn't know a step in this. Oh, I can start withdrawing. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, this is interesting. You know, it makes me look at GLX very differently now, right? Because if GLX, you know, holding and staking GLX is something that could give you benefits, in the same way that SPS does, right? But where everything launches on GLS, you know, somehow comes back to GLX tokens, that could be pretty cool. I don't know. The thing is, like, it's going to be 2 years from now, and there's going to be like 50 tokens that all spawn from Splinterlands, right? You're going to have your GLX token, your Arcade Colony token, all the random tokens that you might get airdropped from all the different other projects that they do with Splinterlands, GLX, and whatever. And then it'd be awesome if like all 50 tokens find their way to the moon during the next bull run. That will be sweet. Then we're going to look back at this time and be like, oh, it's a good thing we just stuck around. I kind of want to check this out. Praise bots have reported dark monsters appearing in larger numbers. If PBL can't produce more skilled operators, the monsters will overpraise on the entire, potentially even reaching the central line, darkening the galaxy forever. Oh, so they're trying to raise capital here. Oh, check this out. Okay, so they need 5,000 recruits. We'll have enough funds to keep working on the project. 10,000 recruits, hire a full-time artist to create derivatives of Dali's creations. Why would you need that, though? Can't you just use the Dali stuff? 25,000 recruits. Development begins with Invenia and PraiseBots League launches on mobile and web. I wonder how many people they have so far. You know what's crazy, though, is just like... even if everybody in Splinterlands decided that they want to go and support this project, I don't think we have 25,000 people. I'm going to keep this open and look into it further. Thank you for that, GFHC. Are we maintenance mode yet? Oh, no, not yet. Oh, my bot's fighting a battle. Let's see what it does. Oh, I think I just saw more lightning. See if it hits. No bias. Who told you? Alex Toro. I saw some things about being able to do 3D models with Stable Diffusion. Didn't look too far into it though. Wait, bot, are you not going to pick a team? All right, let's start picking a team. What's the rule set? I don't know that I necessarily like this team. Oh, there you go. I'm about to pick something. Let's see. Cyberblock. Oh my gosh. We're facing some real OGs here in Wild Diamond. Oh, there's no way. There's no way we're going to get through that shield bearer. Oh, come on. Stick the poison. Oh, we need the affliction is more like it. There you go. All right, now we need a poison. Oh, no, never mind. I forgot that. Yeah, no, we actually really need the poison. There you go. Okay. That'll add some damage. Oh, we need to take out that. Oh, gosh, you need affliction and poison, bro. Otherwise, we're not doing... Okay, there's poison. Boom. Hit him. Hit him. Get the affliction in. Oh, come on, man. You suck. You suck, Dr. Blight. Dude, look at them. They're all sticking the poison. All right. Now we're just not going to be able to do enough damage. Actually, I guess it wouldn't have mattered because they have cleanse and poison. Screw this. I hate this game. What the dude, look at that. Made 8 SPS. Oh, shoot. Dude, my bot sucks balls. This is atrocious. And I only have... We're halfway through the day and I only have 2 chests. Oh, and I'm back down into gold? Oh, Archmage, you piece of crap. We're switching to Xbot. All right, Supreme Victor Network. I'm a little bit late on the chat, but I'm developing a game that utilizes Splinterland's assets. There you go. See? Add some value. Wow, we probably definitely got like 20K people, maybe between... You really think we have that many? Especially now when everybody's falling? Oh, dude, check this out. Is there just no match liquidity? Is there a reason that I'm facing somebody who's literally 1,000 points higher than me? Welcome to the Human Only League. I'm buying Common Chaos Max for $5. Smart. Screw this. I hate this game. I really do. Must not be Xbot. No, it's not. I'm still on Archmage. And yes, I've heard Xbot is better. Yeah, big difference in ranking points and ratings. Thanks, Wibble, for pointing that out. State of Survival. Hi, I just had an idea. We should be able to sell our energy to other players to make money in the game, but then that would take away from selling energy potions. No, because energy is highly inflationary. Somebody could create, 100 accounts and then essentially just sell their energy to other accounts for like $1 or not $1, but like a DEC. And like you pay a one-time fee of $10 and then you get 24 energy a day for the rest of your life free, that you can just give to someone else if you wanted to. You dropping alpha in this chat only? Let's go, man. I want to know what you're working on. I want to know what everybody here is working on, and let me know how I can help in any way. I want to support you guys. Yeah, I do think we have a lot of overseas people than we know. I actually think the YT community is a super small part of the overall community. I disagree. I think we had a lot of overseas people, but the reality of this bear market, I think, has driven a lot of people away from Splinterlands as a whole. Or sorry, not Splinterlands, but PTE as a whole. Being on Archmage is just giving someone money to lose for you. That's a rough way to look at it. Abzan, do you have an Xbot referral link? No, I don't have an Xbot token. I literally just signed up for it recently because Darksnight's been telling me to try out the Battle Helper, but I'm really slow and I haven't figured it out yet. I literally just tied my account to it and I want to try out the Battle Helper. Have other people here tried out the Battle Helper? Is it any good? Do you still do giveaways or do I just keep missing them? Yeah. Oh, Alex, you missed the idea. We're definitely going to do giveaways. That was my stupid idea for the day. Splinterlands community is one of the best things about Splinterlands. Indeed. Tell us more about 7. You should probably write a post on PeakD. I'm working on creating a chicken sandwich. I don't know if that's a game, but it sounds delicious. Yes, I plan to with mayo. Okay, I have to dig a ditch that's 5 football fields long for my wife to have electricity in the building. If you want to help, you can. No, you got this, bro. I believe in you. Sounds like a fun project, though. I'm just gonna cheer you on. Are we in maintenance mode yet? I don't think so. What time is it? It's past 10:30. We should be. There you go. Come on, kick his ass. Kick his ass. That's right, you piece of garbage. We got you. Okay, so we are officially in maintenance mode. Probably hang out here on Splinter Cards. Oh, you know what I have on my calendar today, actually? I'll be chatting with we were just talking about Xbot, right? I'll be chatting with the Xbot dev in, I don't know, a couple of hours after this stream. So if you guys have any questions you want me to ask, let me know. We're long overdue for a chat. Dude, my shoulder's so messed up. All right, the Alexes are just talking to each other. So where did we leave off here? Okay, Rift Watchers. Yeah, sales have essentially slowed. Tails was here saying earlier that he doesn't think much is going to happen from a Rift Watchers perspective, even if we switch it over to DEC. Is anybody here selling out? I'm just curious. I mean, we always hear about people selling off. We've talked about some of them. But I'm curious if anybody here is actually selling off. You know what's funny? I had this thought the other day, and I was like, I wonder if cards are the best investment. And I know that's antithetical to what I usually say. But hear me out. This is from a totally different perspective. If you just invest in whatever cards, right? And I put invest in quotes here. And then you just let it run wild, literally playing wild for the rest of your life, right? It's going to continue to earn you something kind of in perpetuity. Because look at something like SPS, for example, right? We love this token. We think it's awesome, but it's down in the dumps, and there's no guarantee that the flywheel will ever actually kick off, right? I think it will, but I can't sit here and say that I guarantee, anybody can guarantee that's going to happen. So if we just continue to get SPS and then all of a sudden we get, again, I'm talking about worst case scenario, we get to a point where teams like, you know what, we're going to give up on SPS and we're going to launch a new token. Well, whatever it is that they do in the future, or battle pass, you get other rewards and blah, 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 right? At the end of the day, you always have those cards, right? You always have those cards, and there will always be a format in which you can play. Now, will they always be competitive? Probably not. But I would say that, if you have some kind of decent deck, right, that includes slew of legendary, whatever, and you continue to earn cards with the whole soulbound move that we made, you could kind of just have a decently competitive deck. Are you going to be in, on the leaderboards? Probably not, but you'll just continue earning in perpetuity, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. So yeah, that's my pitch for why cards are a good investment. Because even if the tokens fail, you still have something to play with, and it'll still earn you whatever the game is paying out. And the moment the game stops paying out something is the moment it dies. So I don't think that we'll ever get to a point where that happens, right? It'll always be paying something out. All right, so 3K is a good price now. What are you guys talking about? Oh, Vincent, if prices were higher, I would probably sell. I sold some of my extra cards to get some DEC to buy the other cards. I need to max my blue deck. Nice. Oh, I still need to max my Kelia. Cards is the way. Virus is saying, I'm not selling off, but now bringing in new capital for the time being. Part of why I didn't buy the promo. That's fair. I doubled down and maxed my CL deck. Hey, I can't say it's the best time, but it's better than it was a couple weeks ago. Cards are the base of everything in SPL ecosystem. I want the cards to tank, and then I can buy the set for cheaper. If everyone's selling, it's time to buy. If everyone's buying, it's time to sell. Correct. That's how you should do it. Did you FOMO into buying $48 land plots to collect the free DEC and sell later for profit? What do you mean free DEC? You mean free SPS? No, I did not. I talked about it, but I did not. I just think if I have dry powder, land is fun, but it's too speculative of a trade. I'm not saying that you can't make a ton of money on it. I'm just saying that I don't want to take that chance. Got my max Kelia for 96. What? Per BCX? That's incredible. Free SPS. Yeah, no, I did not buy land. If SPL can last another 3 years, I think we're going to be okay. When land is completed by 2030, the market should be very strong. All right, there's a lot of things in here. State of survival. First of all, 3 years from now will not be 2030. When land is complete is also, I don't know. It's a meme at this point. Land is out, guys. Hey, land is here. There's a tab for land. I think we should all stop complaining about land. It's there. It looks pretty, and it's out now. We don't need anything else, right? I mean, I do think Splinterlands is going to be around for until 3 years and until 2030 and beyond. So, I really like the direction that Aggie's going. So, despite what you might think I'm saying in terms of like FUD or whatever, I'm not trying to FUD, right? What I was saying earlier was just the fact that I think Splinterlands, the company, is going to outgrow Splinterlands, the game, dramatically. And I've been saying this for a while, right? I think when GLS was first announced, I was just like, I think GLS has the opportunity or the potential to be way bigger than Splinterlands. And now that you get this arcade colony thing, I think that has the potential to be way bigger than Splinterlands. Keep in mind, Splinterlands, the game, is a very niche, very expensive, very difficult to learn and master card game. It's not going to have that many people coming in, right? At the end of the day, you're going to get a lot of folks that will choose to do more arcade style things, right? Tower defense, whatever other things that they can add in. So I'm excited about Splinterlands, the company, and I don't think that they're just going to shelf Splinterlands, the game. So, but yeah, that's when I had that. Hold up. What you saying here to me? Somebody just DM me. Here. Oh, interesting. Okay, thanks, Vet. So Vet just messaged me, and I don't know if this is a DM with Clayboyne or not, but Clayboyne did say that the praise bots thing is not associated with Splinterlands. You'll probably find its way there anyway. Interesting. Okay. Looks like Claiborne says the team is going to deal with it, whatever that means. Good morning. What's up, Aaron? Good to see you here. I love where the company is going. Yeah, same. Like I said, I wish I could invest directly in the company. My game music is a bit loud. It's hard to hear me talk. I mean, I really should just get closer to the microphone. Is this better? Dude, we're like an hour into the stream. This is the first time you said something. Let me see here. I guess I could bring the volume down. It's not that high. There you go. Your game is about loud. All right. The land part of the game needs to be better than the card game. The land part of the game is going to be an idle clicker, at least initially. I don't know that we get like active stuff in land until, I mean, maybe 2.0, but my assumption would be probably like 2.5 or 3. So if you like that stuff, if you like, very complicated resource management, idle clickers, then it will be better, but that's a very subjective term, right? I think a lot of people will still enjoy the card game aspect more than the DeFi aspects. Virus is saying, wait, did you propose to someone? I mean, congratulations if that's the case, Aaron. Aaron is a married man now. Let's go. Virus saying, I felt kind of bad in the town hall. I asked how they're using AI to increase productivity because I was genuinely curious. I think Aggie was taking so much FUD. He was a bit defensive about it. I remember that question. I didn't realize that was you that had asked it. I forgot what he said. I remember the question being asked, and he said it's not like something that's taken over the team, but they just implement it here and there, right? Already watching, only 14 thumbs up. Oh, well, thank you, Alex. I think the company's doing well. We'll carry their OG game for sure. Indeed. Well, keep in mind, like Matt's true passion is to build out Splinterlands, right? So I think what'll be cool is like as Splinterlands, the company grows, adds more assets, adds more revenue, adds all these different things, hopefully brings more people into the ecosystem. Most of those people won't care about Splinterlands, but Matt still does, right? And if they have the capital to allow Matt and team to continue building out land, continue building out Battles 2.0, like it's not just Matt, Farbitrod, Nate, creative team, like they're all going to continue to build that out. So it's not going anywhere. But I am excited for all the other stuff that they end up doing. Bought a new truck, big money moves. Let's go. I was glad to hear that they're using it though. Yeah, I need to use it more. Actually, you know what's crazy, Virus? I mean, well, you're probably on the same level as me. Like most of the time I default to just going to ChatGPT now instead of Google. I mean, I don't use Google, but search engines in general. It's just so much easier to ask a question directly and see what ChatGPT says first. And then if I need to go to Google, I'll go to Google. But a lot of times I can at least get a rough direction of where I need to go. If we can pull off a Steam-like thing for Web3, that would be the dream. Indeed. Sorry, that was me. I had the music on another window. Dang it. I was like, nobody else is complaining. State of survival. Well, now you get me closer to the... Oh. Who's playing? Is anybody here playing TerraCore? I just started recently, and I'm still figuring my way through it. Welcome to the club. We should throw a bachelor party at the After Dark Fest. Wouldn't that be fun? You need to give us Aaron's IGN so he can get gifts. You guys want his IGN? Aaron, you want to give your IGN? I don't want to dox you in game. Go ahead, throw your IGN in. We'll all send you something. Should have proposed through a SPS proposal. Everybody would have downvoted it because everybody's super salty right now. I'm down talking about possibly going to Texas in August. Let's go. Where in Texas? Should have done that and see if the community supports you being buried. We're a DAO here. Diesel Noi, new name. Welcome to the stream. No, but I just started Splinter Forge. Good way to use our Splinterlands. Awesome. Well, that makes me really happy to hear. I know I'm not covering or doing much of Splinter Forge, but I really respect what Rare Raptor and that team are putting together. I really genuinely hope to make my way around it or around to it at some point. But it just seems like there's always something bigger going on. So Viruses on TerraCore just bought a ship on their market. I don't have the fuel for it though to try out new stuff. Okay. I've started slowly like leveling things up. I think I'm just getting absolutely murdered in the amount of attacks people are doing on me. So I haven't started like theory crafting anything yet, but it's been fun just checking in every once in a while. And I can claim more often than I can on Golem Overlord. You're usually a silent watcher. Well, thanks for chiming in. Good to know. Good to have you here. I played Terra when I remember I was early in it, so I made my ROI in the first 2 days. Nice. Yeah, I'm no longer playing these games for ROI. I'm just... Now, is there a burn mechanism here as well, similar to Go? Like, sorry, like a burn requirement, I should say. Actually, getting your proposal doesn't pass, dude. It wouldn't even make it past the pre-proposal stage. All the salt whales would come in and be like, no, we're not happy. If we're not happy, you're not allowed to be happy. Wedding is off, guys. SPL DAO said no. Hey, you know what? Well, then you can buy more Splinterland stuff with all that money you would spend on the wedding. What are people buying right now? Are people getting... There's nothing pumping in the ecosystem, right? So I wonder what people are slowly accumulating. I know Alex was saying Chaos Legion packs going for $1.60. Looks like a lot of people are leveling up their decks, which is, I mean, it's a good time for that. The burning of DEC has been really slow, though. And if we look at where land is, I think we're at a majority now of land that's been surveyed, right? Oh, we're not quite at 80% yet, but we're pretty damn close. So really, there won't be a massive DEC burn event until we get to, well, I don't even want to say DEC burn, but just DEC demand event until land 1.5, right? Because anybody who didn't buy building in box, actually, that, you know what? That's, do we have that data here? How many plots of land, for example, don't have building in a box, so therefore they will need to burn 5,000 DEC for the power core? And then on top of that, they'll also need, you know, up to 50,000 DEC. Okay, no requirement to burn. Okay, that's good to know. No burning. Buying beta cards for my alt, but you can stake to open up the next planet. Okay, cool. I should, you know what? I think I'm gonna see if I can have Crypto Gnome hop on the chat here, or hop onto the channel. Damn, it's just I don't have time. Dude, literally like the next like until mid-June. I'm just gonna be like bouncing around all over the place. And I know as soon as like I head out and I can't do content and I can't play and I can't pay attention, everything's just gonna start dropping. People buying Pepe. Didn't Pepe crash? Let's take a look at this. I totally ignored this wave. I know Binance just added it recently. Down 12%. Ooh. I don't even know what the tokenomics on this are. This isn't. I know this is ETH, right? It's an ETH-based token. What did I just click? Oh. Yeah, it looks like it's only an ETH. And it's been great for the Ethereum ecosystem because it's burned a ton of ETH with all those gas fees and transactions. So that's good for them. Building my death deck. Awesome. I want CL to pump, but the rest of the market to stay the same. Why do you want CL to pump? Or are you just going to sell? Pax, SPS, keeping an eye on land plots. Let's see. Peak Monsters usually goes down during the update as well, but let's see if we can go to land. Yes, we can. $49. Common Canyon. All in the same region. Yeah. Region 93. That should be really interesting. I'm excited for it. Even land 1.5 should be a lot of fun. There's just going to be so much theory crafting around it. Just tag my SPS and Soulbound reward cards. There you go. I need DEC. It can't go to 100 because people died in the 2 years. Wait, what are we talking about? What can't go to 100 because people died? Oh, you're talking about and lost their keys. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know if people necessarily needed to die, but I'm sure people lost their keys or lost interest. I wonder how many people like they came in and bought like land, for example, right? Plots during the bull run and then completely forgot about Splinterlands. Still sitting on CL packs, hoping eventually they go above $10. I think we're a while away from that. I unfortunately think we are a very long way away from that. Because if CL packs rise that high, I think people will just go towards Rift Watchers. And if there's another promo set that comes in, like the amount of people that would need to come in to make CL packs worthwhile, I think is unreasonable. But you know what? One of my takeaways, I'll give you a little preview here. I don't know if it's going to be a main takeaway or just a little thing for the town hall, is Aggie talked about not releasing Rebellion until the market's in a better condition. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's no longer like we're going to have 3 to 5 months, 3 to 6 months between, 3 to 6 months between the main core sets. It's just going to be whenever we feel like it. We're just going to put it out whenever we feel like it. Market's not good now. Okay, we'll wait another year. Let's see if we can create that scarcity. So this is what I mean when I say I do think the team is going to throw every Hail Mary in the book until we feel the scarcity, right? So, and they may not get everything 100% right, but it's like, we're not going to get new cards. We're not going to get new anything, right? Until we feel the scarcity there. But I just bought the Tears of the Kingdom Switch OLED. Should probably not buy cards for a couple weeks. Nice. Congrats. Pepe on BTC, though, was killing it yesterday. No tokenomics, just memes. Oh, we have an official announcement from Chatter. What's this? Oh, on GLS. We have confirmed with the team that the next GLS Town Hall will be May 19th at 1 p.m. Eastern. I knew it. I'm going to be not in town. I'm gonna be in Europe actually. That'll be fun. No, not Switch dying after buying the new Zelda. Oh, because they're gonna dump a few packs and get other things. Ah, gotcha. Okay. What's 48.5 on 91? All right, saving for a wedding unless the DAO disapproves. Then all my life funds will be going to the DAO. Need proposal first. There you go. What's going on, Gather the Magic? Good to have you here. That happened to you when GTA 4 came out. I was broke. Nice. I still remember GTA 3. Playing that game for too long. Magical or epic plot? Just depends. Oh, we might get some more thunder. Just on the lightning thing. There are many CL packs available as the total Riftwatcher packs. Lots to go. Yeah. But my point is that like the moment CL packs get above $5, I think people will just opt for Riftwatchers because there's good stuff there, right? Like you don't need everything from CL. And it's like right now, summoners are super cheap. So hope they don't burn. They're not going to burn Riftwatchers. There's no chance. Also, we would have to vote on that. I guess we voted on Chaos Asia, but like I wouldn't vote to burn Riftwatchers. I'd rather just leave it there and let it be a massive DEC sink that will eventually get eaten through. But it's just so frustrating that, it's been 3+ weeks now since Matt brought up that proposal. And I get it. Like he's just holding off until we probably do this next proposal to change the pre-proposal process. But it's like we could have had DEC for Riftwatchers or Riftwatcher for DEC much sooner. I made a comment on one of your vids, I think, but there should be more frequent releases, but a lot less packs. New series release every quarter that only includes 1 million packs. Dude, that would be, I wouldn't be opposed to that actually. So if you release, you make each of these packs very, very scarce, and they come in, they shake up the meta a little bit. Like that's not a bad idea. And I don't know that Splinterlands can go and do this anymore, but I wonder if, all these other games trying to rip Splinterlands off might take that approach. All right. Just do small releases, keep everything super high, super tight. Yeah, like that's the thing. We're in a period where, well, it's not just now, but like we need extreme scarcity. And right now we're like literally in the opposite end of that spectrum. And so, if there's this promo pack that comes out, for example, right? Like said 1 to 2 million packs. I mean, that's fine, but it's a promo pack. I think as we go through, there should just be less and less stuff, and it'll make the value of stuff go way higher. Right? Because we all want to be able to buy packs. We all want to be able to buy cards and just know that they're going to retain their value, right? So ultimately it's like, yeah, I don't know, 15 million probably ended up being way too much considering where the market's at right now. But I don't know that they can switch to something that is extreme scarcity mode, but I would be all for it. Oh, you thought you said Switch died? No. We had too much supply. Justin, what's going on? Do you think that our guild should kick players that don't even answer monsters, but joining phrase? Yes, I know Darkest Night is talking with the other head honchos about that. We need to do a we need to go through and clean house again, because I think we're just in a period where people aren't active. So we'll see how that plays out. Release sets, but only for like 3 months, then pull them off the market. Not a set amount of packs, like 1 million. It'll probably be a lot less. Well, you still need to have a limit on the amount of packs, but I think that there's something to what State of Survival said that I really like. Right, it keeps everything fresh. Every 3 months, you come in with something, and yeah, I don't know. That just seems like a fun way to go. All right, hold on. Virus, he said CryptoEater just gave his update to his proposal in the map chat. All right, let me pull that up. Sorry, I don't have this on screen, guys, but I'm just going to read it real quick. All All right, he says, hi all. Although I don't want to give my current proposal any more attention than necessary due to the fear of personal attacks that came along with it, I would like to say that I've made a major adjustment to it. The fee distribution has been updated from 2% listing UI, 2% buying UI, 2% DAO to 0.5 listing UI, 3.5% buying UI, and 2% DAO. This comes off the back of thorough discussions and careful considerations of all stakeholders involved. So it's still 6%, including market users, marketplace owners, large SPS stakeholders in the game. Oh, and he spoke to Aggie and Matt. However, this change does not explicitly express views of any single party, but rather compromise that I've personally created based on taking into account everyone's feedback. They may express their own personal views if they wish to. Ultimately, I do sympathize with the two parties the previous distribution will impact the most: marketplace owners who do not have a listing UI and buyers who utilize cashback services. This update is dedicated to them to ensure minimal impacts to their services while still serving the initial goal of the proposal that majority voted for. So 1, DAO gets a portion of the trading volume to ensure we put value back into the game through trading. 2, lowers current circulating supply of DEC by distributing DECs to the DAO, which can be burned, held, or used in many years to come at the community's discretion. 3, creating an incentive for developers to focus on listing front ends too. And 4, and lastly, bots can no longer pay lower fees. Yeah, I don't think that changes anything for me. Again, this is just a pre-proposal stage, so I'm going to stay voting for it. And then I would like to actually see if we can get Matt and Aggie comment on it in a town hall, because obviously they didn't talk about it yesterday, but next week's town hall, if it does pass, that would go to a direct proposal and they'd have a chance to comment on it potentially. In my SPS clone, we will use State's idea. All right, Alex, let me know when that comes out. I'd be interested to try it.